What is this, boys? Wait, was that a rating for the conference? Ah, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I thought it was a new game, I was about to say. The other stage isn't that big. There are no titans that are Microsoft and Sony when it comes to their conferences. Yeah, we got the FIFA, we got the Need for Speed, the Star Wars, the Battlefield. I wonder why they're showing Battlefield. I don't think, is it time for a new Battlefield game? Honestly, don't know. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and they have a marching band? Still ain't got nothing on Sony's orchestra, dude. Madden 18, okay, whatever, dude.
Where'd you disappear to?
Oh yeah, they're doing like I don't even know what to call it. Just a story mode for sports games now. That's like the new fad.
Let me ask you something. Why are you here? Because football's my life.
My father used to say, when the world knocks you down, get back up again.
Wade is miles behind.
Long shot. You gonna get hit today?
You're not the only one trying to get drafted. No, man, forget you.
This time around.
Devin Wade at the line for the final play of the game. It's the biggest moment of your life.
Let's go out there and prove to the world that we belong.
Long shot. Wait, is that the title? Nah, that's just like the campaign, right? Well, Madden 18.
Round of applause for the drum line, guys. That's Madden like you've never seen it. And I might be biased, but I'm pretty sure that's the most innovative Madden we've done in well over a decade. Welcome to EA Play 2017, coming to you from the Hollywood Palladium. This is our second year at EA Play. Last year we went out on a limb, tried to do something a little different with a view to changing the way you interact with products before they launch. We wanted to do something that put the games in your hands earlier, and it showed us how much further we can go. As you can see, we've built a creative space here. We're right in the middle of it. This is going to be where it all goes down over the next 3 days, playing, creating, and sharing with the rest of the world. We've built it this way for a very simple reason. We want more of you to be able to experience this moment. For thousands of you in Hollywood this week, we have hundreds of stations for hands-on gameplay. And for tens of millions of you out
So
there,
is EA
joining
Play
online
like
from
their
across
own,
the world, you won't hear it just from us. You'll hear it from players,
just like
right here.
their own
They're here to
place?
see new things,
Just have
to
a bunch of games set up?
ask questions, to challenge us,
That was
to
a
tell us
hiccup.
what they like and especially what they don't. They're going to connect with each other and create content. And of course, they're going to play as many games as they possibly can. So let's set the stage for what we'll do over the next hour and a bit. We're going to go deep into 8 new experiences. each with major reveals,
Ah,
massive innovation,
this is
and
hiccuping
stories
really
that'll
bad.
leave you in. 2 years ago.
Refresh. Time for the young refresh, boy. Come on. Come on. I mean, it's not like we're missing out on anything, really. They're just, like, talking about EA Play, which is just their, I guess, like, campus.
All of the feedback and gone even further. We've got a mix of everything here for you. A look at new IP, some killer new trailers, demos,
New IP, that's
and
what
a
I want.
bunch of live gameplay. This is going to be a lot of fun. And it should be, right? Because we're all here for one
This is
simple
like
reason.
an
We
edited
all
version
share
of
one
conference.
fundamental belief, and that's that games are the best form of entertainment on the planet. Yeah! They connect us like nothing else. They bring us together
Why is it
across
like
cities
this?
and countries. They inspire us. They ignite the fires of competition inside us. Games allow us to do extraordinary things and to be extraordinary in our own ways.
Extraordinary
Games enable us
things.
to be our most creative selves. Whether it's as game makers trying to
What's
pioneer
with
new
this
ways to
stream,
play,
dude?
or players making each game a unique expression of our own passion for what we do. Games put the power of play
This
in our
isn't a
hands
video game
to do with it
award
what we want
speech,
and to
dude.
make it our
Come
own.
on.
So let's
Get
celebrate.
on with it.
For the next 3 days, we're here to celebrate play with all of you. And what better place to start than with a game that has taken the world by storm, Battlefield 1. There's more than 20 million
Battlefield 1.
players out there today,
Okay.
and we've got a lot to share about a revolution that's coming to this great franchise. So let's jump to Battlefield right from the creative heart of EA Play.
Hey everyone, I'm Andrew Galata, producer for Battlefield 1 at our DICE studio right here in LA. I'm standing inside the creator cave at EA Play where our community is creating
Okay, I
new
think that
content
buffer
to share with players across
solved the
globe.
problem.
It's unbelievably rewarding to see more than 20 million players embracing the game, crafting their own memorable moments.
Wait, is that
only
Spoon?
possible in
That's
Battlefield.
Spoon.
Let's take a look.
That is so Spoon right there.
Hey, Noob, I got some questions to ask you.
Oh
What
no.
is it about the Battlefield franchise that's so special and appealing to you?
The thing I find special about Battlefield is teamwork. I'm not good at shooting. Sometimes I like to repair, or heal, or hide.
YouTubers.
I'm most definitely proud to be a part of the Battlefield community. I've never been a part of any other gaming community where people are just so passionate about their games.
Everyone in this community is focusing on making this game as best as it can be and expanding on the experiences that we've already had.
Was mich an Battlefield begeistert, ist die schiere Bandbreite an Dingen, die ich in diesem Spiel tun kann.
Player versus tank versus plane versus environment.
My most memorable moments is what I do with my community. A 64-man army that just does massive, crazy things.
I have made so many amazing
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
friends who become
I haven't played Battlefield since Battlefield 3. So.
We'll squad up and go and tear it up.
Funhouse! Hey.
I killed them all!
Oh, got a roadkill!
Oh! This dude's freaking out.
I'll never do that again in my life! I'll never be able to do that again in my life! Never, ever! That's it! That's as good as it gets! I should just stop playing! I should quit!
Okay, that had some charm.
He just disabled a moving truck with a grenade while jumping off a horse. Incredible. We love
I hate how this guy's talking.
and we want even
This
more.
guy's just
So we're bringing
incredible.
more ways for you to play. First, Night Maps debut this summer. In
Night Maps,
Nights
okay.
And Prise de Terreur, you'll need to deploy tactics as you fight through the night in a massive network of trenches.
I guess that's cool.
Second,
Night
I'm
versions of
excited to
things
announce a
are always
major
nice to
revolution
have.
in Battlefield 1. We're bringing epic battles to the Eastern Front of World War I. In the Name of the Tsar expands Battlefield 1 to the blistering winter in the East. This is
Snow
the biggest
apps.
front of World War I. And with it, we're bringing you 6 new maps, the Russian army, including the mighty Hussar cavalry, new vehicles and weapons to expand your arsenal, and the iconic Women's Battalion of Death. Finally, we're introducing a richer gameplay experience in both progression and operations mode. By bringing deeper player progression through all new assignments, the ability to tailor your playstyle with specializations, and new multi-battle experiences woven through the fan-favorite game mode, Operations. All of this coming in September as part of In the Name of the Tsar. And for the next 3 days, the Lupkow Pass map from In the Name of the Tsar is right here at EA Play. For those of you tuning in, you'll get a glimpse of it from these guys when they share it on their channels very soon. So there you have it, 8 new maps in total, opening up the largest front in World War I with new ways to play. There's never been a better time to be part of the Battlefield community. Now enough of me. Let's give you a first look at In the Name of the Tsar. A revolution is coming.
You can tell that the guy's just nervous. But his diction is hella annoying. I'm sorry. So Battlefield DLC, that's something.
А сердце будет, как тогда. В огне.
Alright, give me something new now.
Hi everyone. I have the privilege of leading our global development teams. 6,000 of the most creative people making truly amazing experiences, including Battlefield 1. Now this summer is going to be huge.
You just look silly.
So much more to play, and so many new ways to play. And there's one more thing we'll bring to Battlefield. Later this year, we're going to give you a new competitive Battlefield experience. We've heard you. You want a smaller, tighter experience focused on team play. You want all-out war built for competition, and you want it accessible to players and
Battlefield's going to esports.
And it's coming. I can't wait to share more with you guys at Gamescom in August. Now, competition is at the center of EA today, and we've always thought about it a little differently.
FIFA.
We believe in making stars of all our players. Let me tell you something really cool. Last month, I was watching an amazing competitor, Shells. He made it to the FUT Championship finals in Berlin. 6 months ago, this guy was an unknown. Now he's a worldwide star. And he'll be competing with the best at the FIFA Interactive World Cup final in August. Now, we want to find more stars, so we're doubling down in competition in ways only EA can. This fall, we're launching the largest FIFA championship ever, with many ways to compete. The best FUT players will compete in the FIFA Ultimate Team Champions Cups. And in our official Football League competitions, you can represent your favorite real-world team. It's true, you can. We'll have much more to share, including our Madden plans later this summer.
He wasn't expecting that. He's
As
embarrassed.
developers, your passion is what fuels us. Your stories inspire us, and competition like nothing else brings them to life.
Magnificent goal! If anything happens in this tournament, at least he has that.
This is my first time. My first time. This is my first time competing.
I just thought maybe this is something I could do.
So many good players.
I want to beat them just like they want to beat me. I just don't understand how people think I'm the underdog.
That is confidence right there.
This is the highest level you can play. There is a real thin line between success and failure. How nervous are you right now? It's going to be a really tough game.
I'm never going to lose ever in my life.
Well then.
He's just a person you can hate.
He is an absolute beast.
I wonder if we're going
going to see a handshake. Nope, not going to see it. He's come up in second place time and time again.
This is so dramatized, man.
This is what competitive gaming's all about.
Oh my word! We're about to crown a new king. There it is! It's Rocky that is your champion!
And Michael Skimbo is your Madden 17 champ.
He's come out of nowhere.
Were you ever in doubt in that?
He's crying,
The
man.
whole time.
These guys are going through something special right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, sitting on your couch, this could be you.
I knew this was gonna be a segment, just like the esports side of sports games. This is a FIFA 18 trailer. Okay, I think I'm gonna go grab something to eat and try to get back while they're talking about FIFA. Okay, I can do this, man. It's just FIFA, right? They're gonna spend 10 minutes on it. That's enough. I'll be back.
Don't show up to my show if you got no. Loud at you either.
I went early, Rog. I
Okay.
went early. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the men in
I'm back.
That's Rog, the bald one. I'm Davo, way less bald in person. We are delighted to be here.
Oh, we really are. Some of you will know us as the hosts of one of the top 3 most popular football shows ever to be produced in the panic room and the crap part of Soho.
That is true. Somehow, we convinced world leaders like Will Ferrell to come talk to us about the 5th best sport in the world.
Oh, we've tricked them all, Davo.
Yeah.
And the common thread for
This
us
is cringy.
football and FIFA.
I'm just gonna
to
eat,
players around the world, they all tell me
drown out
their
this.
experience with FIFA runs so deep, it actually impacts the way they play on the field. That is art influencing life.
It's
Davo.
all melding together, Rog. Look at this. Look at how the world's game comes to life in FIFA 18. Player personality that differentiates even the talls from the smalls.
They've even perfected the inimitable run style of Raheem Sterling and developed with detail Anton Griezmann's technical ability to suavely fly past all defenders.
And
so suave.
And these atmospheres, Rog, take a look at this. They make it feel like you're in the Argentinian sun with your pasty white legs. And this is massive, Rog. They've now got the ideal athlete helping to develop the game. Is there anyone better and more genetically sound than Cristiano?
For 6-pack, he's got an 8-pack.
You're right.
And EA Sports know the only way to make Cristiano look better is to jam him in spandex and capture his data. That beautiful man. He's done it all. Let's hear it. Back-to-back champion of Europe, the La Liga title, Ballon d'Or winner, literally every trophy. And most impressive from our perspective, that beautiful head of hair.
He has hair, Roger.
This is
But
uncomfortable.
As huge as Ronaldo has been this past year, there's one story bigger than them all.
Oh, yeah. Peter Moore. becoming CEO at Liverpool. Good luck with that one, mate.
Yeah, no, Rog. No, Rog. The biggest story in football is, of course, Alex Hunter, the new hero of the virtual pitch and the star of The Journey.
The Journey.
Alex would go on to score more than 360 million goals in his first season.
Wow. That one's true, and so's this one. Whenever our good old English national team take the field over the past year, the single name most tweeted, even more than Sir Harry Kane, Alex Hunter.
Yeah, we could have used him today, Rog.
We could have won it all.
Yeah.
Talking about winning it all, though, what a storybook year Alex Hunter's had.
Yeah.
Winning the FA Cup, just 18 years old, barely passed his bar mitzvah. He's experienced more in his first season than I will in my entire life.
That is true. It was
Sad
quite
but
the
true.
start to a truly amazing journey.
But the life of every footballer is a journey filled with
in some
victory,
ways.
defeat, glory and conflict, dreams come true, and challenges that lie ahead.
So, everyone wants to know, what is next for our man Alex Hunter?
I don't know, Davo, but it seems like everyone's got an opinion.
There is one question on everybody's lips.
What next for Hunter?
Everyone's hunting Hunter.
Alex Hunter has been talked about. I think always Alex Hunter.
I don't know football. I don't know anything.
Alex Hunter bald in der Bundesliga.
Seine Spielweise ist atemberaubend.
So none of this speaks to me. I'm sorry.
A huge talent. He needs the right club and the right manager. And he's probably lucky to have him.
Alex Hunter is in the media every day, and it's getting annoying, to be fair.
Oh, it's so irritating. What kind of club would let Alex Hunter go?
I'm not really sure that a move was the right thing for him.
Just but this guy's getting too big for his boots, bloke.
Alexander is a great player. He's a beast. Yeah, she is.
He's very quick.
He's got skill.
Amazing skills.
Hunter è un attaccante fenomenale.
Hopefully he's got good people around him.
Hunter's bombed his bridge and he has to look after himself.
Go!
I would move.
Rumours have got to stop.
Go, Alex.
Alex Hunter, you really are wasting time.
Will Alex Hunter stay or go?
Are you sure?
So you're gonna play as this dude that's been on the rise? Oh, what? What?
What up, guys? Thank you for having me, EA.
Jesse Wells.
My name is Jesse Wellens, and I am a YouTube creator. So I am here to talk about Need for Speed Payback. If you guys didn't know, Need for
Jesus
Speed
Christ.
Payback, yeah, it's a great game. But all right, all set aside, I'm a YouTube creator. Need for Speed Payback is coming out. I got my boy Marcus, executive producer here. He is the producer of the game. Thank you, Nick, for having me.
Hey man.
Oh no!
We're really excited to tell everyone about Need for Speed Payback here today, but more importantly, show it. In Payback, you are on a revenge mission to take down the House. House is a cartel that rules the city's casinos, criminals, and cops, and that is we're delivering a brand new experience with wild heist missions, intense cop pursuits, grueling car battles, and jaw-dropping action moments. No longer is this just about being first across the finish line. We are putting you behind the wheel of an action-driving fantasy.
So Need for Speed has been around for a long time. There's been a lot of new things coming to the game and a lot of old things that people are familiar with the franchise.
Exactly. You know, we're putting a new narrative into the game where you drive 3 different characters, Tyler, Jess, and Mac, all bringing their own unique playstyle to the game. You drive across city, mountains, deserts, and canyons in the most diverse open world ever made for a Need for Speed game. There's a lot of great new elements in this game, but also obviously a lot of fundamentals like customization. We go way deeper when it comes to visual and performance customizations, as well as introducing something on top of that, something we call derelicts, which are abandoned classic cars that you transform from scrap to stock to supercars.
Speaking of customization, my homie Nick, AR12 Gaming, he looks like he's customizing a classic Beetle. He's going to be doing a lot more of this customization and gameplay at 1:30 on the stream if you want to come back. But enough talking about it, I'm trying to see it.
Yeah, absolutely very excited to show you the first, one of the blockbusters from Need for Speed Payback, called the Highway Heist, that shows that intense action driving experience. So let's turn around and take a look.
Well, Jesse there actually got comfortable. But yeah, that beginning, that start was really bad.
Koenig Zegregera, 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. We intercept, then grab it.
It'll be part of a convoy.
What are you thinking?
Quick hit and run. Get me close to the truck and I'll take care of the rest. Get me close to that truck before it hits the tunnel. The house won't let us anywhere near the truck. We gotta take out those cars. Get rid of these guys.
So last Need for Speed game I played was Rivals. Looks like the same type of, like, I guess, battle mechanics.
Damn it!
What the hell?
This guy's out of his mind.
There's something much bigger going on here.
What's the play?
Forget the tunnel. We get him before he reaches the city.
Guys, more house cars headed your way.
But yeah, I mean, it's a racing game. It's Need for Speed. Looks good.
They're going down either way.
Not much to comment about it.
Take him out, Ty.
Oh. Oh no. We're back.
Guys, city's coming up fast. Jess, I've got a really bad idea.
Back?
Ladder on the side. You can get up on his right.
Now or never.
Or is there a stupid cutting thing?
Jess, Jess, you got this? Jess?
I got this.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good job, Deke. Let's take this baby home.
Let's see what she can do. Okay, boys. Let's even the odds.
I mean, Need for Speed is basically the Fast and Furious of video games.
I can assure you that plays as well as it looks. Last year at EA Play, we unveiled EA Originals. The program was something we created to support small, independent studios, to help bring experiences that are unique, gorgeous, innovative, and memorable to the world. We are partnering with game creators through the process from development to marketing to publishing. But EA Originals is also about funding, about offering a level of security. The profits from these games go back to the hands of the developers. We have been overwhelmed with the indie community's reaction to this. I can tell you, we've received hundreds of pitches, many of them brilliant, and as a result, we now have several new titles in development. Today, I want to introduce you to our next EA Originals title, one that I've been very close to from the beginning. This game tells a story in an entirely new way. Now, a few years ago, I played the indie hit, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, with my oldest daughter. I loved how different the game felt. The mechanics and storytelling were really cool, and we both loved the emotional story. So I decided to contact
new two-player?
Joseph Fares.
New two-player co-op adventure game.
We share the same passion for games and how to bring new experiences to players. I also found out that he was building a new studio called Light. Now, we're thrilled to be working with Joseph to bring his new project to all of you. What started out as a wild idea on paper has now turned into a groundbreaking, one-of-a-kind game
called A Way Out. Take a look.
A Way Out.
What's your plan?
This looks like
Stay the hell away.
what's it called? Alan Wake.
I'm sure you have good reasons to bust out of here, but I need to get out of here too.
Yeah? Not my problem.
Yep, co-op adventure. So it's gonna be like a prison break game, basically. Uh-huh.
It's pitch black. We need a light.
Screw it. I'll go first. Oh, crap!
You okay?
Huh. I like this.
You have a problem?
Yeah, I got a problem with you.
I love you, buddy.
Vincent, what are you doing here?
She's my daughter, too. See? Problem solved.
Come on, Leo!
And then it cuts to black as soon as... Yep. A Way Out. That's pretty cool. I assume they're gonna show more of these types of games rather than just like...
Hey, my name is Joseph Fares, and I'm the writer-director of A Way Out. I'm so excited to be here and show you the game. So, after I finished Brothers, I wanted to make another game that pushed the boundaries on how to tell stories without compromising on gameplay. And this is the reason why I started Hazelight Studios together with the team behind Brothers. And working with EA's originals was perfect for this, because we have the full creative freedom and trust from EA to deliver the game we truly believe in. And that is very important for Hazelight, let me tell you that. So, the idea for A Way Out came to me when me and a friend trying to find
We're
a
in
co-op
prison.
game that wasn't just a drop-in, drop-out experience. I wanted to play a game where the characters had unique personalities and goals. A game where me and a friend can embark on an emotional journey together.
Wait, so it's drop
This is
in, like,
exactly
no
what A
matter
Way
where
Out
you are in
is.
the story?
The game is designed for split-screen co-op only, and I mean only. So you will be able to play it online, but to get the full experience and feel, we want you and your friend to play it in your couch. And gameplay-wise, yeah, couch.
We don't
right?
get many of those. Couch co-op
Finally. Yeah.
only?
And
No, like the only one I've ever...
Okay, wait.
Only one I can think of right now is Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time.
Gameplay-wise, it's going to be crazy. There's going to be a huge amount of variation. You're going to be able to play everything. I mean, not everything, but a lot of stuff. There's going to be exploration, driving, action.
I don't know about this conference, guys.
So, but let me tell you this. After you finish playing A Way Out, I will tell you, you will play a co-op game like never before. I know, I mean, I can guarantee that. I know I sound very cocky, but I can't help it because it's true. I'm so pumped up, it's crazy. You don't know, I live
This man.
the game. I'm telling you, it's like, it's gonna kick ass. It's gonna kick ass. So right now, I will show you a gameplay video. It's gonna show you just a small part of the game, but still, you're gonna get blown away. And I also want to say that I'm so proud and happy to be part of this industry. It's crazy how fun it is to be here and do these games. It's so much fun. And also, one last thing. I want to say hello to my Hazelight team watching live from Sweden. Thank you, goodbye, hop shaky, boom, come on.
He's Swedish, alright.
A Way Out is a story-driven co-op game. It is designed, played, and experienced only in split-screen co-op, which means you have to play the game with a
The camera angles really remind me of like Heavy Rain.
The game starts
I really
in
like
prison.
this.
You play as Vincent and Leo. You and a friend will get to know your characters and unfold their story
You
together.
don't know anything about me, man.
Maybe not. But Harvey killed someone very close to me. With or without you, I'm going after him.
Let me show you some of the scenarios in the game.
On the right side, you see Leo, who's already in prison. On the left, you see Vincent, who just arrived. Now if you look to the right again, you can see that Leo can be controlled, while Vincent is in a cutscene. Here is another one. Vincent and Leo.
I like that. You can play while your friend's in a cutscene.
Using a laundry cart. You can approach the scenario in different ways. Either get the cart with Vincent.
No, I got a good pack right here. I think it's got your name on it. It's broken. I don't know.
Or with Leo.
Get over here, you idiot! Yeah, but I think those two guys are just about to fight. What the? What? Who's him?
In A Way Out, you will experience something new all the time. Everything you do in the game is unique for that scene. We want you and your friend to be focused and engaged throughout the entire story. But let me tell you, this is just the beginning of what you will be experiencing in A Way Out.
I like this. This is a cool game. Not sure if I'll pick it up day one though, but yeah.
Relax, man. I got this.
Looks very interesting and very cool. So there's one game that I like. I actually have it in
I know,
right now. It's
thank you, Joseph. That game is absolutely stunning, and I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it. Now let's switch gears for just a minute. It's great to be here showing you the games you'll play this year. But at the same time, we are inspired to look farther ahead. Creative ideas combined with new technologies become an unstoppable force. We have teams today taking technologies that are changing the world and using them to change the way we play. These are the futurists, the incubators, our talented artists, designers, and engineers within our studios, our Frostbite team, our digital platform team, and a new research division called Seed. What motivates me every day is the responsibility we have to push our industry forward. That's one reason we created this new division. Seed is a small, stealthy team that I work with on a daily basis, exploring some of our most visionary concepts, like deep learning or neural networks, creating a world for you to define, to interact with, and share as you wish. Or virtual humans with deeply sophisticated artificial intelligence. So instead of one main character shared by millions, we can have millions of main characters shaped by you. That's just the beginning of how we can blur reality and the digital world. Go anywhere, share your discoveries, be anyone. The games become yours. Now, what we know today is that interactive entertainment will change more in the next 5 years than it has in the last 45. Together, we are building that future, one that disrupts, empowers, and is full of play. And to do that, we also need innovative new platform technology. So when we were thrilled when we got our first project Scorpio dev kits from Microsoft, 6 teraflops and true 4K graphical fidelity. Now these Madden NFL 18 visuals are just a taste
oh my god.
combining Frostbite with Project Scorpio. And already we are creating the most detailed,
what do we even call that? Audio clipping?
environments you've ever seen on a console. Madden looks absolutely stunning, but as game makers, awesome graphics and effects are just the beginning. The game has to feel amazing as well. Project Scorpio is a powerful platform and it's coming at the right time. Now, I have one more thing before I go. New IP is one of the purest forms of innovation in our industry. A brand new idea combined with the latest tech and a vision for something extraordinary.
Give me those new games, bro.
Boundary for you. It is vast, dangerous, beautiful, and unexpected.
Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. IGN, your stream is whack.
So this is just the first tease that we're showing you today. Then we will have so much more in the Microsoft press conference tomorrow. So
this audio, man.
But for now, here's the first glimpse of our brand new IP from BioWare.
BioWare. Hey. All right.
The wall. It's our armor. It protects us from what lies beyond. But out there, you either live with the choices you make, or die trying to change them.
It looks exactly like the suit from Andromeda.
It's just the beginning.
What was it? Anthem? Xbox C3 briefing? Yeah. BioWare's with Microsoft.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean O'Brien, and I'm here today to share the latest about NBA Live 18 with you. But instead of talking about it,
I think I'm just gonna do notes right here.
We spent the last 2 years completely overhauling virtually every aspect of gameplay. Now we're going to go outside to a hands-on station out in FanFest so you can check out some of those improvements. And then we're going to come back in here and give you more details about how NBA Live 18 introduces an entirely new way to play a basketball game. We call it the One. Gibbs, Connor, over to you.
Thank you, Sean. You look fantastic every single time I see you. We are here out at FanFest EA Play. I want to see everyone on social use that hashtag EA Play. Tell me what games you're excited to see. I am telling you right now, I am excited to see a first look at NBA Live 18, and no one better in the business than my guy right here, creative director Connor Dugan. Connor, let's take first look, NBA Live 18.
Yeah, what's up? I mean, I'm super excited that people finally get their hands on NBA Live. We're going to take a look at a replay we just got. Q and I were playing. I'm controlling LeBron. Q's controlling KD. Let's take a look.
Get all these angles in here. I want to see the sweat.
All right, hold up.
What we're looking at here is
I'm gonna skip this. I'm gonna go grab something.
Behind the back, between the legs, and now I'm trying to attack the basket. But KD or Q cuts me off with a flick of his left stick, and then I try to go back at him again. This time I'm gonna go middle, but Q's late. He doesn't hit his left stick. He misses the timing window, and now I have an open lane to the hoop. So we see Zaza coming over.
Tell me he finishes strong.
He does.
Tell me he finishes strong.
I use my right stick to finish with the left hand.
Look at that.
You can see here, right over top of Zaza, finishing the lane. And then there we have it. LeBron's looking like
For me, that's the only thing sports games
Classic LeBron, baby.
like
That's
have
what it's all
going for them
about, okay?
anymore.
I appreciate this first look
Look
at
at
NBA Live
switch.
18. Sean, back to you.
Thanks, fellas. Thank you. We're excited for all of you to get your hands on NBA Live 18. And everyone will have an opportunity to do so through a free demo coming in August. Now, this demo will give everyone the chance to start the One and be introduced to this new basketball world. Jumpstart your own legacy through solo, co-op, and multiplayer experiences and carry all of your progress over to the full game. Now, let's take a look at the One.
So it was Anthem, right?
NBA Live 18 is an all-new way.
And a way out.
Centered on you, your journey is defined by the choices you make. Welcome to the One. The One unleashes the freedom to play how and with whom you want. Here, the respect you earn on the streets matters just as much as the rings you earn in the league. Rise through the ranks in the league, an authentic NBA experience where you dominate the hardwood on your way to winning championships. But the new NBA Live goes beyond the league, taking you into the streets, where the rules and how you earn respect are different. Team up with friends to take down NBA legends at historic courts like Venice Beach. Throughout your journey, the on-court performance leads to increased skills and new gear as your hype builds in both the streets and the league, from Venice to Rucker Park and everywhere in between. Join the community with 5-on-5 pickup games at iconic, real-world courts. Hit the Drew League and continue to build your legacy in the Pro-Am Tour. Earn the right to go head-to-head with the very best and show off your signature style. From East Coast to West Coast, from the streets to the league, everything you do matters. Your legacy is defined by you and how you choose to play. This is your world. It's time for you to be the One.
Okay. Isn't Shaq the one on the cover? And then they got Kendrick Lamar in the background, alright.
Thanks, guys. And thanks to all of the teams here sharing games today. And a special thanks to Joseph and Hazelight. How about that for some passion? Now, we've got a massive finale coming up here in just a moment. 30
Oh, it's
minutes
over
of
already.
pure, unadulterated Star Wars.
Huh.
But,
Wait, what?
But before we get there, I wanted to pause for just a moment. Last week, we did something pretty amazing.
With
together.
Star
We
Wars.
held our annual EA Play to Give campaign, celebrating the importance of inclusion and play in our communities and in life.
How's this man just gonna say Star Wars and be like, oh, focus on our program, please?
Place the center and ditch the label. No? Okay. We donated $1 million to these three great organizations in support of building a more inclusive world.
Well, that's
And here's where
nice.
play comes in. All of you, our millions of players out there, joined us in support of inclusion. You came out in play in 9
I mean, as far as I know, that's like the
together, we are
only
showing the world
studio
what a
that's doing
positive
something
force
like that,
games
so.
can be. And to thank you for that, we're opening ways for you to play a bunch of great games for free. Starting today for the rest of the week, Origin Access, as well as the Vault-in EA Access, are free. For PlayStation 4 players, we'll also have a bunch of free trials running all week. We're talking FIFA, Madden, PvZ Garden Warfare 2, Star Wars Battlefront, and much more. So jump in, bring your friends, have fun with some great games this week while you're getting ready and excited for what's to come. Now, without further ado, we bring you Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh, I thought they were gonna announce a new Star Wars game, man. I thought they were gonna do that. Campaign trailer, I guess. $2,000 retweets. Like, that's insane, I guess. Oh. Well, that's an entrance. Oh.
I'm Janina Gavankar, and I play Commander Iden Versio, leader of the Inferno Squad in Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm also an advocate for in-depth cinema caliber story.
Dude, look at her belt. That thing gave off like
from John Boyega
7
like the
different
tweet
colors.
heard
Jesus
around the
Christ.
world. It spoke for all of us. When can we play a Star Wars story? We don't want to just relive the movies. We've watched them a million times. What we want to do is have a new and authentic, untold story. A story that delivers new perspectives and enables us to play as some of our favorite Star Wars characters while also introducing new ones. And just like Rogue One tells an essential Star Wars story ahead of A New Hope,
Oh my god.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 will tell a new Star Wars story that helps bridge the gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens.
Okay.
It's good. But EA didn't just stop there. We loved the previous Battlefront of 2015, but we wanted more. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is much bigger than the previous title, with more than 3 times the content of the first game. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I'm all about that couch co-op, and they're bringing it back with the return of skirmish, so I'm going to be cuddling up with someone playing me some Battlefront 2. In multiplayer, there are more heroes, more vehicles, more planets. I've been to some of them. More space battles and starfighter assault, and deeper progression and customization, as well as content from all eras. But, as we know, Star Wars is not just some checklist of great features. How does Battlefront 2
That was a droid.
play? The team
See,
at
there's a
DICE in
droid.
Stockholm has some of the most talented multiplayer designers in the world, and they've been working with the EA Game Changers to make sure Star Wars
That guy
Battlefront 2
looks high
has
as
the
hell, dude.
multiplayer we're all looking for. These Game Changers, they basically get like tapped on the shoulder because they're the best
That dude
Battlefront
looked
players in
high
the
as
world, and then
hell.
it gets secretly flown out to Stockholm. As long as they provide valuable feedback, they get an early look at the game. Sounds like an awesome program, and if I didn't suck at multiplayer, maybe I'd get an invite. That's true. So let's hear more from them about their time at DICE.
After the release of Star Wars Battlefront 1, the community thought there should have been more. And the good news is this, the developers have been listening.
I'm really excited to let the Game Changers get their hands on the game.
This is going to stay, right? Sorry? The clean UI look is going to stay?
There's still time to change something if it's not working.
Oh my god! My first impression with the game is upgraded. All 3 eras are going to be in the game.
No! Ghostbusters coming at me! Oh, okay,
We've got a whole bunch of new features. One of the biggest ones that a lot of fans are excited about is the class system.
They split the characters up into different classes.
They have different weapons, special abilities that you can customize.
It affects your health. It affects how you are going to support your team.
There's going to be more content. You're going to have to get
I'm
used to
seeing
lot
a
of new
bigger
different
focus
techniques
on
and how to
third
play.
person. That's good. Oh, there's first person gameplay,
Gunplay
but
and the weapons have completely been redone compared to the first Battlefront. Now there is a lengthened skill gap in it.
Feels a lot better and go, oh, okay, this gun feels kind of more real, less floaty.
Which is your favorite hero so far? We're introducing a system called Battle Points, which will allow you to become not only heroes, but other things on the battlefield.
As you're helping your team, you gain these points.
There's such a plethora of things to spend it on, vehicles, or even coming in as a hero.
And the coolest thing, I think, is a level of customization, not just from a weapon standpoint, but the actual character's own abilities.
Collaborating with the Game Changers is always a really great working environment when you're trying to figure things out.
I mean, to know that you're giving key feedback to make it a better experience for everybody, it's like putting your footprint out there and saying, look, I'm part of this.
Is everyone in position?
Yep. Ready?
Everyone ready?
So I'm going to participate in making the trailer. It's a whole different level of fantasy.
All right, recording.
So in 3, 2, 1.
And now, on behalf of the EA Game Changers and DICE, this is the world premiere of Star Wars Battlefront 2 multiplayer gameplay.
oh, they're showing multiplayer off. I thought we were getting story. But I guess not. I don't mind. Hey! The droids! The droid era. Revenge of the Clones. Huh. Well, this map looks cool.
Sector is clear. Not clear. Not clear.
Oh! Darth Maul boys. Chewie. Yoda, yo. There's Rey and I can't believe I forgot his name.
Give him everything
we got?
But yeah, this looks good. It looks promising. There's Emperor. That looked awesome. Alright.
Yoda, Darth Maul, Wookiees, Kylo Ren versus Rey. I watched that thing like 20 times backstage with my mom before this even started. My mom's here. Yes, it's a big day for me. I'm sorry. So. Okay.
What's next?
So we have even more exciting things for you. In just a moment, YouTube personality iJustine, shoutcaster Alex Goldenboy Mendez, and DICE developer Paul Kesslin will showcase Assault on Theed, the world premiere of Star Wars Battlefront 2's multiplayer. Yep. We've got 39 game changers ready to go, head-to-head in a 20 versus 20 match. Battle on Theed, and I'm going to take the 40th slot. We'll see. Okay, but you're not going to want to miss this because, like, maybe you've seen some teasers, but this is the real thing, okay? All the bells and whistles, all the newness. But before we take you there, another big Star Wars Battlefront fan has some exciting news.
Hi guys, it's John Boyega
Hey.
here. Thought I wasn't going to turn up. Yes, I was. But I'm sorry I can't be there with you because I'm doing a play in London. But I do have some great news. Obviously, you know I'm a massive fan of Star Wars Battlefront 1. And now we're going into the next chapter with Star Wars Battlefront 2. And I'm very, very excited to share this news with you. We've seen Yoda. We've seen Luke. We've seen all the other characters. But where's Finn? Finn will definitely be a part of Star Wars Battlefront 2 alongside with Captain Phasma as part of the first season of free content. And there's more. On top of that,
Free
you also
content.
get to play on the new planet Crate that you saw on the Last Jedi teaser trailer in April. So this is going to be an exciting time. I'm going to be playing. If you see Finn running around whooping some ass, it's me. So I'm getting ready, getting set for you guys to play with me on Star Wars Battlefront 2. And I'm excited. Let's play.
Okay, but did you listen?
That's cool.
Finn and Phasma are headed to Star Wars Battlefront 2 this holiday, and it will be free. Yes.
Free
The
content.
team at DICE heard our feedback loud and clear on the previous Battlefront and are committed
The
to
DLC
keeping
for
this community
Battlefront
together with themed
was
seasons
good,
of
but it just
content
wasn't done right.
post-launch for all players at no additional charge.
Okay. But they still have to have like a season pass or
First
something.
season, inspired by Star Wars The Last Jedi, is only the beginning of the additional
Or they're just
content
gonna have
coming
like
to
loot
this
crates.
game. All post-launch heroes, maps, weapons, and vehicles will be free
Because Timefall,
for everyone
I think
who
they just
owns
have
Star Wars
crates
Battlefront 2.
and like camos and stuff, right?
Yes.
And then Overwatch, just loot crates.
Yesterday, EA announced
And those
that
two
players
games
who
worked
pre-order
well.
will get early access to multiplayer beta
Huh, alright.
and Yoda's epic
Huh.
lightsaber mastery star card. So, let us recap. New essential Star Wars story. Multiplayer across all 3 Star Wars eras. Space battles, split screen co-op, and free content that will keep us playing together for years to come. Yes, right? Yes. Yes. I am so honored to be just a tiny little part of this team making this amazing
I'm
game.
gonna put down predictions
can't
here.
believe they let me do this
Fallout.
today. And I can't wait to
Yes,
play the
we
game
are.
in its entirety in November. And I get to start right now. So I'm going to go pick up my controller, and I'm going to throw it over to iJustine and Golden Boy and Paul to take us to Assault on Theed, the world premiere of Star Wars Battlefront 2's multiplayer.
Thanks so much. Hey guys, welcome to the world premiere of Star Wars Battlefront 2's multiplayer gameplay, Assault on Theed. We're ready to show you guys the live gameplay for the first time. I'm your host, iJustine, and with me here today, we've got Golden Boy and Paul Kesslin, producer from DICE. What have we got going on here today, guys?
We got a lot going on today. First of all, what we're going to see today is a 3-stage mode. It's our new gameplay. We'll be showing the we'll be showing people going. The droids are attacking Theed. They'll be going all the way up the main pathway towards the Royal Palace. They need to escort the MTG.
Oh, sure. They're gonna show
From there,
gameplay.
As we progress to stage 2,
That's cool.
the droids need to try to bypass security, make their way into the palace itself. If they're successful, they'll be able to take on the throne room, and there the droids will ideally try to capture that from the clone army. Unfortunately, the clone army's still there, needs to try to push him out and make that last stand.
Can we just take a moment here and appreciate the fact that we get to beat droids in Star Wars? This is going to be awesome. I can't wait. Are you guys excited? Man, you guys got to come alive over here because we're going to see some great gameplay. We have some.
I'm not a Microsoft guy, so I have like nothing from Microsoft.
Competing here, and I use competing as a term because these guys are holding nothing back just yet.
Yeah, no, it's been super exciting, and we got a chance to play yesterday, and it's just really fun to sort of get into this environment. You know, it's something that we've seen in the movies, but we're actually in the gameplay, and with somebody here who has actually worked on the game. So let's talk more about what we're seeing here and getting into this, because there's 3 phases to this. So currently, we're in phase 1.
That's right, and also we have some great game changers. You saw one of them pop up in just a little while. It was VF Updates, Pool Shark, Musel. We also have my boy Darkness, aka Dankness. He will be as well.
Why they? Nice.
HQ. And some NBA Live, just cuz. Why not? You know, just do your thing. But anyway, here you go. So, Star Wars Battlefront 2, folks. Now, this is awesome because essentially phase 1, you get to escort an MTT down the street of Theed here, and the pressure is on for the clones. They have to hold back the assault here, Paul.
They do, definitely. The droids are sitting there trying to escort that MTT up the main pathway. If they're successful, we go on to that phase 2. But right now, what we're seeing is some specialist gameplay from I think Battlefront updates.
Yeah, let's actually talk about the specialists, and also you're going to see a couple different classes here. This class in particular that Massive G is using is the heavy class. Specialist, Connie or Sniper, right? But the heavy class, what do they do here?
So the heavy class is great. They got a bit more health than your average trooper. They're also able to pop that combat shield, try to.
Wait, so are there like pickups anymore?
But it looks like we got one of our Vulture droids right now. Not sure who's flying this guy, but these guys are great at air-to-air, trying to take out those other ships that might be coming in, that Naboo N1 Starfighter. Otherwise, they're there to provide some great ground support like we're seeing here, trying to get some strafing runs in on those clones.
Oh, no!
Oh!
You just did it wrong there, buddy.
So it's
Sorry
great because
about that.
we also do have the air support, but we also have ground support as well.
We do. So another thing that those air vehicles are great at is trying to take out some of the ground vehicles that you may see. The droid army has the AAT tank, something that's really great at troop suppression. But we see here a little clip of the V-Wing doing that. Oh, man, he's just mowing some droids down there.
Yeah, just absolutely shredding. You're going to see this happen quite a bit, especially in this phase, because there's a lot of open field here, right? And you can just come through for some great great bombing runs, really, and eliminate as many people as you possibly can. And also, you put the presence of an air vehicle out there. Players will fear the skies, and they will, you know, look for cover in this map.
Oh, we got a space battle. Air battle.
Absolutely, and you can see right now that there is an AAT tank sitting around on the battlefield. He has probably taken out those clone troopers, but this Vulture droid is really stepping it up.
What I love about this is everyone's like, oh, look at this great open map. And then when you start phase 2, it's like everything starts coming in and coming way closer together. And we were talking a little bit more about the assault class. So for somebody who has just started playing this, never played any previous versions, do you feel like the assault class might be something perfect for them to pick up?
I think the assault class is yes, absolutely. It's something that is, ooh, that's painful. The assault class is something that a lot of players will be able to jump right into. They're your frontline flanker attacker. I think they're going to be fairly easy. You can get right in and just start having your typical run and gun action. Their signature ability, you see here at the top of the screen, your number 2 ability, that switches you over to a shotgun. You get a little bit faster, and you're able to really get in there and kind of break through those front lines.
Oh, I love it. I love using the shotgun, man. It is so good. And it's actually, when I first used it, it really caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it. And I said, wait a minute. I could destroy people with it. So I just charged into the room and just absolutely shredded everyone. It was so fun to play with here. We're also seeing some great dogfighting here between the clones and the separatists. This is certainly what a lot of folks love in Star Wars, and just really in any game that DICE makes, right? They just always do a good job with the air combat. He's really trying to track him down. This Vulture's
This looks exactly what Battlefront should have done.
He's playing again. You saw here he had signature thermal detonator that he'll be able to kind of suppress some of those guys that this rushes in.
And there are different weapons as well. Like one of the guns.
Oh, okay.
that I would oftentimes use was the semi-automatic gun. It, fired a lot slower, but you can get some great shots with it. And then there's also this nice, compact SMG style, blaster that really shreds through people in close range. I was, using a little.
I mean, we want to give you a little bit more weapon variety this time around,
Yeah.
Also, some AAT tank action here, and this is doing what it does best. It's suppressing that point, trying to keep those clones out of the way.
They're trying to make their way forward as the objective continues to march down. He has to get away from that.
He's trying to, I don't know, is he trying to flank the tank? This is smart.
I don't know, man. Maybe he will. Maybe
you saw a little combat roll there. Got to give you some escape options in case you get into some hairy action.
Oh, we didn't get to see this one before. Finally.
Oh, we haven't.
Some ATRTs.
Yo,
so these are
what is that?
So these guys are a little quick. They have an ion charge ability. They'll be able to do a little bit more extra damage against the tank should they see it. So you can imagine like 3 or 4 of these on the battlefield really rushing on points. Like, look at this.
Can you knock someone out? What can you do with this?
You can run someone over if you want.
Oh, I was actually going to say, could I get shot off of it if I'm on top of it because my body's exposed? That question was answered, instantly.
Almost immediately.
Yeah, almost immediately. Oh man. So Mr. Musso here. Look for this guy to be on a tear a little bit later as well. And also, I did want to highlight, we had an officer, as a matter of fact, right in front of
We did one of my favorite classes.
Officer that makes it so unique.
I mean, my Twitch skills aren't what they used to be. I'm a bit slower nowadays, but I'm able to buff up my class, buff up my teammates, and I'll let them get some extra health.
So Fallout 4
What happened there?
PSVR.
Okay.
God of War trailer.
What's great about some of these starfighters, these are excess.
Spider-Man PS4. That's definitely gonna be a thing.
So instead of finding pickup token on the map like we
Sucker Punch.
Depending on how well you do, whether you're select points via kills, via team play assist,
New IP.
like we really want players to do. You're earning points continuously that will allow you to spend those on
Doom deals. Nah.
Or even a hero.
And the battle points that allows you to unlock all of those things.
All of those things, definitely.
And also something to look out for.
What else? What else would?
Battle points are really going to play a role there, right?
I mean, right now, definitely you see a lot more. It's an open space. You have time for this air combat, some vehicle gameplay. Once we get inside, it's going to be a different story.
That's right. Things are definitely getting to heat up. And what is this happening, right? This is a lock-on just trying to shake him out.
Yep.
I better enjoy their air combat here, because that's not going to be happening for much longer.
Oh, Matt G is just destroying him. Oh, he got picked off. Nice job.
I mean, he's doing what he needed to do, support his team, right? It's that
Oh, okay, whatever. This is it. Basically, just transitioned from like the conference to just the gameplay stream, the gameplay demonstration.
That's right. Users later on got some specialist gameplay here as well. Maybe you can take off a couple faces, perhaps.
And so in the specialist, you can also employ different types of traps as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So they have access to a trip mine.
Crash Team Racing.
Sniper character, you set some trip mines behind yourself, make sure nobody can find you. But really, you're to provide some of that cover fire for your troops from range, and it's especially potent in this
PSVR AAA.
area. So that's special for shot in phase 1.
Some more bombing runs here and just absolutely tearing them up. I have to say, Musso is killing it in this one.
Again, he's doing great. Oh, and we see there one of the officer classes right next to one of the clones.
Officer, fantastic for pushing, right? You want to be able to push.
New Batman game. That's gonna be a thing.
If you were playing with your buddies, you want to be able to have at least one officer available because it keeps you going in the fight.
At least. I mean, they really help push. When those heavies are trying to drive towards a point, you got your officers behind you, giving you some extra help, making sure.
Rocksteady. They're gonna be doing something. I can tell.
The officers have access to a turret that they can place on the ground, and give a little bit more fire support to that area.
No IP. Rocksteady, they gotta be doing something over there.
He's not trying to go into combat with Musso, who's up there. There's Darkness 429 just shredding everyone up here. Maybe he can get a couple kills in the corner.
He just went into siege mode?
Yeah, this is happening.
Oh yeah, so tell us about the siege mode. How does this play out?
In siege mode, for a limited time, you're able to just blow up some huge area effect shots. You lock down position, but you're able to have a lot more firepower.
We also just saw the B2 Super Battle Droid there as well. That's something you can get
Another
with
one of my
battle points
favorites.
as well.
Another one of my favorites. Yeah, you can grab those guys via battle point system. Those guys, great at pushing points again. They have high health, a lot of rapid fire. Oh,
here we go.
Oh, there it is.
And this big explosion indicates phase 1 is over. Now we start phase 2, and this is when the action really begins to pick up here because it gets really tight inside of that building, and players need to be mindful of that and look for this B2 to just shred through everyone, especially with that cooling ability that he has, to be able to keep him just constantly shooting in the fight.
He's gonna make a huge difference here as the fight moves inside. I mean, there's gonna be narrow pathways. He's gonna be able to shred as soon as anybody gets in his way, because it's those narrow corridors. It's gonna be trouble.
And just waiting for the prime opportunity to push up here. Players falling, got, you know, White Boy there, and there, here we go.
White Boy 7 streets there, boy.
This is where it
What?
starts to get interesting.
We got Darth Maul gameplay.
Inside. I mean, he's a great mobile attacker. He's going to sit there with his
such
lightsaber.
close quarters too, so he's absolutely perfect for that.
Absolutely. I mean, some of his abilities you can see here, he's got the spin attack. He's able to just rush in and out of combat and just take guys out in the process.
It was funny, I was talking to Muso earlier.
Ah, come on. What else? I don't think we'll see any Lost Legacy stuff. They already showed a lot. Maybe a gameplay. Nah, yeah, they showed gameplay already.
That was a good flank by Boba Fett and Maul. Shredded Clone Army, unfortunately.
So what role does Boba Fett fill in this battle?
Boba Fett is definitely a hunter killer.
Maybe a Lost Legacy story trailer.
With that jetpack of his, he's able to kind of float above the battlefield, fire off some rockets, and really just take out an individual target.
So what difference does he have from the last game?
From the last game, we've got new tricks. He's got a new concussion rocket that will really disorient players completely. He also has this rocket barrage instead of just one rocket. He's able to really just lay down some suppressive fire.
Nice. Also, one thing to keep in mind, we saw the B2, here we go, but on the clone side, you know, there aren't specialist, you know, characters that you can pick up as well. We haven't seen much yet, but that would be the clone jump trooper.
That's right.
Very different from the standard like assault class or heavy class. It has the jump jets.
Watch Dogs DLC.
From the original.
That's right.
That's gonna be a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, back to Boba Fett here.
He's shredding.
He will just lay down so much firepower. It's intense.
Oh,
they got him though.
Down. Jesse was able to find him on that one, but here comes some officer
The
gameplay here.
fractured butthole.
Support people matter too.
They do.
You know, you gotta give them some love.
We're the linchpin of the team.
Fractured.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what is his 2 exactly? His 2 is the healing
His 2 abilities that, yeah, exactly. It's that healing ability. It gives you a
Gameplay.
little bit of buff for your little over health, but it also heals you back up. So it's, here we got some of the jump troopers.
Oh boy, and here we go. It's getting ready for phase 3 in just a little bit. There's a jump trooper. We talked about him before. Jump trooper, super fun to play. But again, you know, it's attached to a specialist now, so not everyone's going to have it equipped, although it was really fun in the original battle.
That's right.
But I'm going to be excited to top jump trooper and shred people myself.
I mean, I know people, a lot of people love this.
Oh, we got Rey! Not gonna lie, I'm super excited to play as her.
She's quite a powerful character.
Don't run.
Some of her abilities.
You know, she got out of that one really quickly, but
Oh!
they got her.
The droid fallen by a simple droid.
How does her mind trick affect enemies?
Absolutely. So, mind trick is something that against all enemies, they'll be confused for a little bit. Your controls will kind of, you know, work against you, making you a little bit more vulnerable to attack.
Just so you guys know, this is when it gets insane. Because there's so much going on here. And was that a little Han?
We saw a little Han, yeah.
Are we gonna get some Han?
I hope so.
I hope so.
But I mean, you saw it earlier. So every time you finish,
Noah J456.
some people have enough points.
Noah's there.
Especially this late in the game, you'll see a lot more of these special.
I'm gonna try to pay attention to who's playing.
So again, this jump trooper here, you know, with his rocket launcher and his jump pack, trying to be mobile, trying to fly into that last zone and capture a point.
This is really where heavies are going to thrive as well because
You're just showing the same, like, 3 people.
doorway, just absolutely dominating the clones.
Buffering. It hurts.
There are so many lives left that the Separatists have to their team. They could really run through this. The clones have to start acting fast because if they cap it, that will be it. The Separatists will win this game.
It's not looking so good for my boys in the Clone Army.
I'm a Separatist fan, so I'm excited.
I'm just gonna go on whichever team wins.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm not gonna be too picky here.
Okay, you have to jump ship. I understand that. You know, no loyalties. Maybe you are Sith after all.
Maybe I am.
Oh, who knows?
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Oh, yeah, so in this third phase, though, in the droids are trying to capture that throne room. So you can see here, if you remember, it's just this is the main throne.
And this is such super close quarters. Do you have any like sort of strategies that you would?
Absolutely. I mean, if you're the clones, you're hoping that. Oh, geez.
Han Solo was just getting torn up.
This is gonna be trouble.
It's like, dude, man, can't really live or wake again. Yo, let's do it.
Our model is destroying absolutely everything. Is there any tips like taking you down?
I mean, you want to try to combine.
Defeat.
Oh.
The tip is blasters.
Run away. Maybe run away.
Run away and just shoot the crap out of Darth Maul. Oh, man.
He was our MVP. Look at that.
Nice stuff.
Moose
out. Congratulations.
36
kills he ended up picking up there, man.
My goodness.
Well, guys, that was it. What did you guys think?
Intense.
Not bad. I'm lying. It was freaking awesome. I love it. It's so good. It's like, I love the class-based gameplay personally, because again, you can really get your squad, your friends, to get together and say like, hey, I want to, run the officer, and we're running through some highlights here. Maybe not was the best highlight, because although maybe it was.
Let's take a look at some of these highlights.
Actually, I think it's just a crash montage. I think that's what we're gonna do at this point. It's just all crashing all the time. I'm down with that.
But it was Musak. I mean, he's sitting there, getting as many battle points as he can before his life. I mean, that's what we want to try to see with those battle point systems. You want to either snowball your points, keep earning them, keep building, getting more and more things.
Yeah, that's right. And again, just the game. One thing I do want to compliment the team on, EA.
What is this highlight reel, man?
It's so beautiful, especially seeing this part of the Star Wars universe brought to life. The way that you guys really managed to do so. I mean,
This highlight reel is terrible.
Dropping jaws everywhere.
We try. I mean, Team Back Home is amazing. To do a things. I mean, you can see it looks so pretty. Just look at this laser fighters, and it looks beautiful.
It really does look incredible.
Jesus Christ, this audio. But yeah. They showed just stuff that was expected.
I have to say, I can't wait to get my hands on it. I can't wait.
Way out. That was probably the coolest thing.
Destroy the clone of the stone. I can't wait for that. Exactly. Separatists all day.
Well, guys, that was so awesome. Now, if you guys are in LA, you can come join us at FanFest this weekend. And if you come down on Monday, we've got a chance for you guys to win a trip to Gamescom in Germany this August. All you have to do is come and play, which is, I mean, that's not asking too much. And you have to be the best player of your match, and you guys will be entered to win a trip for 2 to Cologne, Germany, and a full pass to Gamescom. You've been before.
Yeah, I've been there plenty times. It's one of the most ridiculous conventions ever if you happen to go. It's insane. It's massive. So you're not, if you don't get the trip, you're going to be really sad. But if you do get the trip, you and a buddy, you're going to have a good time. It's a fun time. Hopefully I'll see you there.
Well, if you guys like Star Wars like we do and you guys want to play as your favorite heroes and villains, you guys can download Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes right now on Android or iOS. And you can play as any of the iconic characters that you guys saw today and many more. Paul, I also heard
Mobile
that
game
you,
plug,
You've
jeez.
been playing a lot of Galaxy of Heroes.
I play a ton of Galaxy Heroes. I've played that game every day since it launched. I think I've actually spent about $1,000 in that game.
You have a problem.
I do have a problem.
Yeah.
But there's just so much Star
The guy in the background just like, what?
I gotta pick it up. I have to play it.
You should try it.
Yeah, I know my brother, he's going nuts about it, so I guess I have to make it happen.
Yeah, I started playing in December, so around the holidays, that's pretty much all I did. It was great.
At Christmas, just
all right, sorry, I'm busy. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us here. Stay tuned to battlefront2.com for more about the game, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks, Paul. Golden Boy, this was incredible. And now I'm going to send it over to Patrick for more.
Oh, it's still going. Well.
And thank you to the real rock stars of this show, the development teams inside EA. You are truly amazing. Now, we can't wait for more of you to play, and there's more coming. Stay tuned online for a closer look at some of our biggest game. And remember, EA Play is for all of you, our players. Thank you all for joining us. Now, let's play.
That was it.
There you have it. That is our first press conference of E3 2017 in the books. EA finished their show, and it is time to talk about what we just saw. Is there an echo in here? I'm David Hatfield. I'm joined now by Max Scoville, Brian Altano, and Alana Pierce. Right off the bat, Battlefront 2.
Star Wars.
Star Wars Battlefront 2. We saw a really long multiplayer match there. First of all,
really long.
Whatever we saw of the single player first, I know it was very little. I thought they were really setting up a big reveal of the single player campaign, but then they focused all their time on multiplayer.
Yeah, we got some teases here and there. I mean, and to be fair, like EA from the jump said, this is what you're going to get at E3. We did hope for little glimpses, and that's pretty much exactly what we got. They did focus mostly on multiplayer, but, you know, I think that single player, they have to keep hammering that home. People really wanted that in the last game, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah, but I mean, the multiplayer looked absolutely amazing. Graphically, it looks super impressive. It's like you're actually there, and I'm really impressed by how much more dense it looks. The environments look a lot more populated. There are things everywhere. I feel like you're going to feel like you're actually in those cities.
It just looks busier in a good way.
Yeah.
It looks like everything you do is going to be working towards getting new stuff and unlocking things, as opposed to that feeling of jumping out there and getting killed and being like, well, that didn't get much done. Yeah, like I was saying, seeing the prequels in a movie form, you're like, well, that looks like CG from 2003 or whatever, and seeing it in Frostbite looks stunning.
Yeah.
Like the Super Battle Droid looked awesome running around. Like obviously I'm original trilogy first, but I do have love for the prequels, and to be like, I want to kick some ass as a dorky little battle droid.
I think it's also really impressive that the maps look really dense, like you said, busier in a good way, but they're also really colorful, but also have a lot of verticality. Like they look really big as well. I feel like they ticked pretty much all the boxes for stuff that I want to see in multiplayer. I'm super satisfied.
We've got jump troopers. We've got Boba Fett with his jetpack. We've got Darth Maul flipping through the air and jumping in the sky. There's a lot of verticality to it. There's a lot of movement to it. It's fast. It's fluid. Seeing Darth Maul run through enemies in the indoor environments was especially impressive to me, because in the first game, to be honest, that would have looked kind of weird and janky. The heroes and villains in that game were really cool on the surface level, but when it came down to actually controlling them and playing them, they felt a little out of place. The ship battles, the way that works congruently with cool things like, the new ATDPs that we've seen in the ATRTs that they're running around on, the different variations in droid classes. It all just looks like so much fun. It doesn't seem like you're just playing these different colored skins. And like everything really has a purpose.
It looks like a variety and just kind of in weaponry. It looks weightier. I like that the Jump Trooper is a proper class right now, I think. It was kind of hard to tell exactly how upgrades and stuff work, because they were jumping between, you get Chewie and Kashyyyk, you get to go to the Death Planet. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. But yeah, like, we've got ARC Troopers with like heavy Gatling guns. You've got, battle droids with shields. There's so much I want to know about this game, and it looks like there's way more content, and that it's spaced out more. It's like you get to pick and choose right off the bat, as opposed to having to grind away for hours on end to unlock a new hat.
Yeah, I mean, like Rey looked amazing. Even classic heroes such as Boba Fett and Han Solo, they're coming back. They look great. We heard from John Boyega specifically that Finn's going to be in the game along with Captain Phasma as playable heroes and villains. I think it really is a matter of how they trickle out that content, how much of it is there day one, and what the pricing on all that is. It seems like it's all free right now.
I think so. All the added content is going to be free to everyone who owns the game.
Yeah.
So I keep waiting for that other shoe to drop then, right? Where's the part where we're like, you're going to rip us off at some point. They're going to reach into my wallet, and I'm going to go, here's my Star Wars money, right? Eventually, somehow.
I think it's going to be stuff that you'll want to buy, like skins. It'll be stuff like extra customization. I would totally be down with getting a ton of different skins, and that's like, it's such a good way to make people spend money.
Like
it works for Overwatch.
One of the first things I thought was, like, I would probably pay an embarrassing amount of money to play as the 3PO's body with the battle droid head on it, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Die Jedi dogs. Like, that kind of stuff sounds really fun to me.
And one of the things they keep saying is more customization. So if we can see customization in your aesthetic as well, a lot of that I think would be really cool.
Yeah, and I think there's that impulse to look at the multiplayer and be like, Boba Fett and Darth Maul are fighting. That doesn't make any sense. That's not canon. But this is people playing with toys on the playground. We still also get there's a little cutaway to
for a second.
That is definitely not canon. I love it. Like,
speaking of customization,
we've got this new canonical story, and it's gonna deliver some stuff. It's gonna be about. It's gonna be in Star Wars. It's gonna actually move the saga forward. And then at the same time, you're like, I'm gonna run around and fight Darth Maul with Han Solo.
I thought Darth Maul was totally my highlight of that whole thing. He looks so flippy and so cool.
Yeah.
Can we talk about what was going on with Palpatine?
Yeah, well, so that's, I forget the name of it right now, but basically Palpatine, that's what he uses to work from home. Like, that's a robot that's got a sort of Skype interface on the front.
Wish
and
I had one of those.
Yeah. If you check out the comic Shattered Empire, it actually shows up. It's existing in the Star Wars canon
Okay,
already.
so it's not something they made just for this.
No.
That's awesome.
There will be some stuff, though, but I love that they're... Yeah.
He's very dead canonically by the time that robot shows up to do his Skyping for him. So we'll see how that all
Look, if there's anything we should take from this, it's that there are a lot of explosions and we are destroying the cannon, and I am all for it.
Yep. All for it, and just flying ships right into that tower right there. The last Battlefront game was one of the most beautiful video games ever made. Endor is just stunning. I hope we get to see a lot of those classic levels return. I'm sure we will. But seeing stuff like this is even better because I've never, like Max was saying in the pre-show, the prequels never looked this good before, and they do now.
I think the UI also looks really nice. It doesn't cover too much of what you're saying. Like, God, the map is so dense.
Yeah, we saw a lot of vehicles that are not familiar to me.
Yeah, that's a V-Wing. I think that first showed up in Revenge of the Sith. There's also AT-RTs walking around, those little kind of mini...
These guys are Star Wars nerds, man.
Like, that's the you know, the one that Anakin steals. And
so what feels legitimately cool about the ship battles in this game so far, or at least, you know, getting into vehicular combat, is that in the last game it sort of felt weirdly power-up based, and you would find an icon on the map, you jump into a ship, and it would, chances are not, you know, blow up pretty soon depending on how well you could fly it. This seems like it's baked into the game a little bit better. There might be a little more consistency with the way your ability to control those things and last a long time in them. I usually just blow up a ship in 2 seconds, so...
yeah,
we've all been there.
Oh man, I walked right into that one.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Also, this is again like tip of the iceberg. We know there's gonna be original trilogy stuff.
Yeah.
We know there are gonna be tauntauns running around. I don't know how they play. They're like weird kangaroos. What are we doing with them? And I think we got confirmation that there's a Crate, the new planet from The Last Jedi.
Yep. That was confirmed by John Boyega, which is that scene we saw in The Last Jedi trailer with those weird new sort of pod racing looking
skimmers,
things, like
I think they're called. Yeah,
like coasting along this like kind of dusty red.
The
planet.
red, yeah, it's supposed to be like something to do with minerals. Or,
So that's really cool. I mean, I really liked some of the stuff in the last game that wasn't directly attached to something in the original trilogy. So it'll be cool to play that stuff again. Like that's a planet we've never seen, and now we get to run around it, blow stuff up.
Does it seem to you that EA is addressing the concerns that people have with the first game?
I think they're tripling and quadrupling.
Yeah, they're definitely like
of the concerns. They are
taking the criticisms and just fixing
repeatedly saying
everything.
we're staying away from the season pass pricing. Repeatedly saying the words free for all these things. They're saying you'll play it for years to come, and they keep saying single player, which is the thing everyone wanted.
I would say just across the board for this whole conference, it seemed like EA was really addressing the fact that yes, we know people buy our games, and we want to continue to support them, as opposed to sort of trying to peddle new people. I mean, obviously they're like, yeah, buy our new games, but at the same time they're like, hey, here's our Battlefield 1 community. Here's stuff that people want in Battlefront. Like here's the FIFA community. Like it's really being like, hey, I mean, it's kind of fan service.
It's true. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
So coming out of the EA conference, what are you most excited about for Battlefront 2?
Playing it, it comes out this year. That's cool.
I think Maul. That was the highlight for me.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think to me it's just the sheer amount of Star Wars in it. Like I think that the last game they were like, we have to make a Star Wars game before this new movie comes out, and we have the license. Okay, here it's done. This one really feels like they love Star Wars. They really care about it, and they're just packing it with all my favorite characters, weapons, ships, environments, locations, sounds. Every single detail from Star Wars will be in this game.
All that photogrammetry, all those words EA uses as buzzwords.
Love a good photogram.
Yeah, they did mention teraflops in
Did they?
in their conference. Yeah,
Time to
that was
drink.
the first teraflop of E3 2017. We also got our first look at a new IP from BioWare. What did we think of Anthem?
Who knows?
A lot of mumbling of Destiny in the war
looks
room.
a lot
obviously.
like Destiny.
Yeah, I think the one thing that
Destiny
really sets it apart is we get this cool creature shot. This thing that sort of creeps into the corner. It also feels a little more sort of...
It looks a lot like Horizon, honestly.
Haphazardly thrown together from stuff that's like natural. It feels like something bad happened here, and sort of like Horizon was based on like this, you know, found future sort of thing.
Right. Also, you're getting into a mech, which I'm like, you know, everyone's like, yeah, Destiny, but I'm like, yeah, but what if it's like Titanfall, but with some RPG stuff going on?
Yeah, I mean, even a little bit of Halo thrown in there. Like I'm getting all of those kinds of sci-fi vibes, but it's so hard to say what it is based off of this.
Yeah, I like that shot of that sort of Evolve monster creeping out.
I thought Evolve too. Yeah, so we're getting so Destiny, Titanfall, Evolve.
Yep. I
It's
think
got to have some RPG.
It's hard to make something new these days, and people do love that games as service moniker that's getting thrown around. It's probably, aside from teraflops, will be the #1 drinking game at E3. But people want to make a game that lives and breathes and continues and grows, and everyone wants that Destiny money.
Well, yeah, I want that Destiny money.
Yeah. It's under the table.
Speaking of Destin Legary is in the IGN newsroom. Destin, tell us, what was your take on Anthem?
So Anthem, you guys hit the nail on the head with the Destiny vibe. I mean, it starts with a big shot of a wall, like in the Cosmodrome in Destiny right now. We've talked about this game a lot on Unlocked. It's going to be a sort of shared world experience similar to Destiny. And I'm really interested to see what they're going to do on the Xbox stage, because it seems like they scored a really good partnership there with BioWare and Microsoft. What do you think, Alana? We talked about this on Unlocked before.
Alana.
Yeah, so I definitely think having it revealed at the Xbox stage makes a lot of sense because, you know, as we said before, we're expecting amazing things from Scorpio graphically, and this alone looks gorgeous. So I'm assuming all of this is cinematic. I can't wait to actually see some actual gameplay, hoping that we have some there, because it is pretty early. Just announced.
And we're seeing PlayStation align with Destiny. We talked on the pre-show about how Microsoft needs to make some of those moves, and you mentioned that that's not really their style, but it's cool to see them, like, at least sort of eke out something that they can put in there and say, this is ours. We watched the end of this trailer, and they said, hey, it's going to be more there, so that'll be cool to see.
But Destin, BioWare is known for story. Destiny is maybe not so much known for story. How do you think that they're going to reconcile that at BioWare then?
So I would love it if they came out and actually showed Bungie how to tell a fantastic story in a share world shooter experience. Now, Destiny has done well with like the Taken King, and it looks like they're going that way with Destiny 2. But what are they going to do with Anthem here? I mean, BioWare, this is BioWare Edmonton, not any of the other BioWare teams, the king of storytelling with that division. And I want to give them a chance. It looks like it's going to be 4-player co-op. They updated their Twitter. They have a game website now that's out there. So we have seen some hints about what the experience is going to be like. And really, it's just so little to go off of. There's a monster, there's a wall, and there's some dude in some badass-looking armor. I need to see more gameplay.
All right, thanks, Destin. That was just a little teaser of Anthem. We'll apparently learn much more tomorrow at the Microsoft conference, which you'll be able to watch right here with us live. Now, we also got to see a lot of Need for Speed Payback, which actually looked really fun to me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I got immediate vibes of Sleeping Dogs, which is sort of now a dead franchise that was made by United Front Games, which was people who had worked on Need for Speed. But the idea of like ramming cars off the road and having like a sort of a turbo boost and then trying to jump onto a car and all this kind of being vaguely cinematic. I think of Need for Speed usually as a racing game, but this seems like it's got like a cool action movie story going on.
Yeah, this game is stunning. I was particularly enthused by the pacing in which this trailer unfolded because it seemed to sort of jump between gameplay and cinematic cutscenes almost like perfectly fluidly. You would see a car crash and it would pull out. It looked like someone was controlling it, and there'd be a cutscene with VO and then cut right back into the race. Really gorgeous stuff. I think when we were goofing before about like Las Vegas or some sort of fake version of Las Vegas, I didn't think about how vast and beautiful that can get once you get outside of the Strip. There's a lot of really cool environments here. The lighting looks incredible. What do you think, Alana?
I was really impressed by how explosive it is.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of takedowns here and they're slow-mo, but it feels like you see every single frame. Like, they're gorgeous. The explosions are really cool. I think it's going to be a lot of fun just bashing people off the road, which is, you know, leading into this, I was like, how do you beat Forza Horizon? Which is, like, Forza Horizon 3 is such a good arcade car game, and then it's like, oh, you make it completely different.
You make it
in ways that I
violent.
didn't expect. You make it incredibly violent.
Horizon was like,
violent.
Let's go for a nice cruise and have some tunes. These guys are like, we're gonna blow up some cars.
Look at this road. Like, there's just like parts of
explosions
car
everywhere,
flying in the sky.
Yeah, it looks like probably the most cinematic thing I think I've ever seen from a racer. So I'm totally for that. Looks like he's got some nitrous there as well. That's a thing that we haven't seen in a game in a while.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're gonna borrow the kind of the GTA like going into bullet time with a car mechanic, because that's a lot of fun to go around turns and everything. Yeah, this looks really interesting.
I'm getting Burnout and also Split Second vibes. Do you guys remember that game?
Split Second is kind of a deep cut, actually.
Yeah.
But that game is kind of a cult favorite. You know, we were talking about Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. This totally sort of reminds me of that game.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the story works. If you're in cars the entire time, where we're going to see a lot of cutscenes with people.
Yeah.
You saw a woman
at the
jump
start
out of the car.
Yeah.
And you switch to controlling her vehicle. Right?
Yeah.
It's always weird when that happens in a game where it doesn't normally happen, like when Tony Hawk gets off his board. But
what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Get back on that board.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm torn on that, but I have confidence that they'll be able to pull this off.
I'm a little worried that the story's going to be very cheesy.
Well,
but it does look like it's going to be fun to play.
It's about cars. It's going to be great. But no, like I think it's cool. I mean, again. you know.
Fast and Furious has an audience. I don't see why this isn't gonna have an audience.
And controlling different actions is a really smart way of keeping the story fresh while not kind of, you know, pulling over to just go into a cutscene.
Yeah.
You're jumping between cars and doing different
Yeah,
things.
that's true. It'll give you a lot of variety, and
Yeah.
that is a customized GT we're seeing. Now, that's not the stock model, so we assume that the player gets to customize them. That they didn't confirm that,
Yeah.
but it's almost guaranteed.
Well, they've said it'll have the deepest customization the series has ever seen. So that game is coming out this year. It definitely has my attention. I look forward to seeing more. So everything we've talked about so far, what's been the real takeaway from EA's press conference this year? I think. How would you rate them?
Okay.
Well, it's such a strange press conference to start E3 with, right? Because it's so completely all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, the Star Wars fans are sitting there during the FIFA parts being bored to tears, and I'm sure some of the FIFA fans are watching the Star Wars stuff, and then in the middle there's a game about jailbreak, and it's just bizarre. I would give it, you know, I would give it a C if it didn't have Star Wars, and a B+ because it does.
Okay. The old Star Wars bump.
Yeah.
They call it.
I'd say it's really good for an EA conference. They
Yeah?
frequently will just get weirdly self-indulgent, and it feels more like a presentation they would show internally, and they're like, hey, we've got GoPros, and we're working on an extreme sports game that may or may not ever come out. And
R.I.P. Steep.
Yeah, and they show a bunch of people working in a studio, and you're like, well, that's cool. You know, you guys do good work, but like, show us the games.
Yeah, I feel like I thought it was fine. Like, I thought it was more or less what I expected it to be, especially knowing that they were going to lead into Battlefront a lot. We got what we wanted, so I didn't think it was amazing. I'm not blown away, but I'm feeling pretty good cruising into E3 week.
Yeah. Cool. All right, we've got to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Our EA Post Show continues right after this.
IGN Live
So,
E3
yeah.
2017 is presented by the makers of 5-Hour Energy Shots, the all-new Civic.
I think I'm gonna tune out. Tomorrow's Microsoft.
What are you
Bethesda.
doing? Good just isn't good enough.
PC game.
Upgrade.
It's, this
Upgrade.
is
Your
a
energy
joke.
drink isn't getting it done?
Every year.
Upgrade to extra
Nothing
strength
happens.
5-Hour Energy.
And we got Ubisoft and Sony on the 12th.
Upgrade to awesome.
So, yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream there. So, yeah, EA conference was it was okay. Got 3 games out of it that I'm interested in. A Way Out was good. Anthem. I guess we'll see it at Microsoft. So, yeah, that's it for the stream. I'm gonna watch Microsoft's. I don't normally do that, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow, as well as Bethesda. See what they have to present. So far, I only have just nothing from them, or Fallout 4 PSVR. I want that. I want that patch to come out. I hope they announce that. So yeah, tomorrow Microsoft and Bethesda, and then on the 12th are the big 2, Ubisoft and PlayStation for me. So yeah, thanks for watching.